City bitch, 10, 10, 10, 20s on your titty bitch, 100 deep, VIP, no guest list, TT raw, you don't know who you fucking with, got my other bitch, fucking with my other bitch, fucking all night, we ain't celibate, say I'm too dope, I ain't selling it, but I'm fresh in the motherfucking peppermint, the gold letterman's last king killing shit, young money, yeah we getting rich, got your grandma on my dick.
Friends.
City bitch.
Haters.
City bitch.
Cultivators, even. Welcome to Podcasting is Forbidden in the Cloud Recesses, the only lesbian-hosted podcast about Modao Zishi. I'm Roy, and, white kinda sus.
White kinda sus.
White kinda sus.
White kinda sus. Yeah, it is time again. I'm Fallon, also known as Cooking Times with Wangshan.
Yeah!
They had a little moment in this
Cooking
episode.
mama ass.
Cooking mama ass.
We watched episode 25, also known as season 3, episode 2, Frostwork. Finally, several weeks after it came out. Oops.
Frostwork, the Arctic Craftwork cover band.
Yeah, the ice-type regional Craftwork.
We like it.
We like it. Much has happened. Please ignore the fact that we are very behind. We're just gonna go into it, because that's what this episode does, actually.
It's kind of a, in media race thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
We pick up right where we left off.
We do.
Yeah.
Just kind of right into it.
He tootin'.
He's tootin'. He is out here dusting these bitches.
Out here dusting. Wayne Blasto's zombs.
Yeah, he does a toot and then the zombie just disintegrates. It's pretty good. And Jin Liang is down for the count.
Yeah,
for the first of many times this season.
I think this is already the second, because didn't he get knocked out in the last episode?
Yes, he did. And you know what? That's a great point, because now I have to change I have a little Jin Liang KO count going.
Yeah, it keeps happening.
It was at 2, it should be at 3. So
I warned you, bro. I told you about getting KO'd. Oh, hey!
Yes.
Why don't we get this out of the way right now?
Yes.
Because I see that little can going into your little mouth.
Oh, I've got a bit of a can happening.
What's the drink of the week?
All right, little can check, guys. Drink of the week. 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 It's Natty Sour Seltzer. It's better than I expected. It's lemon flavored, but they have many more in the pack. But I drank them all. Drink of the week. 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 There we go. We got it.
I love that this has become the filtered excuse for you to bust out into song, and I like it.
Any excuse you can give me to bust out into song, I deeply appreciate.
I like it. It's good.
It's just a very prominent and meaty and stupid part of my brain.
It's the two things that you're best at. It's singing out of nowhere and alcohol knowledge.
I guess so.
You know?
I mean, if that's not the two things that I would choose to be the best at, but
it's two things that you are very good at.
It's what the good Lord Satan has given me.
It's what Satan has said. Yes, I will endow this bear with these gifts. And that's why they let a bear lumber around in the wine store.
Yeah.
And sell wine to people and wear a little bow tie.
It's my little bow tie.
A little bow tie bear.
My bear tie.
A bear tie.
But
anyway.
Yeah,
remember how Xiao Xingchen, quote-unquote, is here?
Yeah, he's here. He's trying to help.
He says they have to get to Stevie Wonder Higher Ground.mp3. He, every time, for the record, every time I say Xiao Xingchen in this episode, I'm saying it with scare quotes.
Xiao Xingchen.
Yeah. My next note is just baby. Now, okay, not to break this up already, 4 minutes into recording, but, it has been you did watch this earlier today.
Yes.
I did not. I have watched it. The last time I watched this was about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember quite why my next note is just baby.
I don't know. Wei Wuxian picks Jin Liang up and they
That's probably.
they get about.
Right,
And Shawshinton is mentioning, I think it was because I did just watch it, but I have already forgotten it.
So, yeah, he picks Jin Liang up and they start running across roofs, across the roof.
Across the roof.
The roof.
And Shawshinton is talking about the founder of demonic cultivation, Wei Wuxian.
Yeah,
the second Wei Wuxian's name is mentioned, Jin Liang, like, pops awake. He notices Wei Wuxian is carrying him and he starts to freak out. He
goes, ew, gross, don't touch me. And then he makes them fall off of the roof and into, like, a courtyard.
Because he's just a stupid baby.
He's just a stupid baby. And they land and he goes, I don't want you to touch me.
And Wei Wuxian makes this, like, face at him, and I'm just like, I'm consistently very upset by how beautiful they made literally everyone in this season.
They went so hard. They did not have to go so hard.
They didn't.
But they did.
But look at Wei Wuxian in every frame.
They made some inspired choices this season.
They did.
Not to get ahead of myself, not to spoil things, not to give away, not to use up too many good jokes.
There is a certain older brother who is also a sect leader who is now dead, who they did make 7 feet tall.
They made him bigger than before.
Bigger than before?
Bigger than before.
They put him in a beaker full of vinegar and blue food coloring.
Bigger than before.
Bigger than before.
Oh, God. The mascara budget this season. Anyway, so they land in this courtyard, and Jin Liang has baby corpse poisoning.
He's baby corpse poisoning.
He's been corpse poisoned.
Shawshinton also,
because he's following
looks
them.
like he's got corpse poisoning. He's going.
Yeah, he's doing the funny Zoolander cough.
Like a little weenie cough, and they look over at him, and Jin Liang, like, sees his sword, and he goes, Shang, and Wei Ying's like, shh, no, Jin Liang, you can't reveal the plot twist yet.
Yep.
It's too early for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, is this when Wei Ying just makes a table appear?
Yes.
He just makes a table sprout out of the ground like a mushroom.
He just kind of materializes it. It's a good talent to have. I mean, it's a good ability to have.
It is. I wish I could do that.
Anytime you need somewhere to sit, hit it, baby.
It's table. I will simply make a table happen. So, Xiaoxingchen has his anime cough death disease, and he says that the corpses here are difficult to deal with.
They're like, oh, you seem to know a lot about Yi City. And
he says, oh, I was just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, this man's got an excuse for everything. Don't trust a bitch who has an immediate excuse for everything. Oh, I'm just passing through. Oh, I know a lot about demonic cultivation. No. Yeah, I mean, you gotta get familiar with it if you're, in a position like mine. Gotta know a little. Yeah, it's just a little bit.
Sorry, I'm a genius. Like, it's my fault.
And he compliments Wei Wuxian or whatever. I think he compliments him, not on the demonic cultivation or whatever, but no, he does.
Yeah,
he's like on his skills with he was like, I didn't know that you were into demonic cultivation.
And Wei Wuxian does a funny smirk about it. Yeah,
and Wei Wuxian's like, oh, well, you're very kind. And then he like looks over at him like all shifty because he knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's definitely doing you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward face.
I'm wondering whether Wei Wuxian is too perceptive or Shiyang just is bad at playing this game.
He's just an idiot.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Shiyang is an idiot. Well, but
so the zombs begin to descend, and Xiaoxingchen's like, yeah, y'all need to get the fuck out of here. These corpses are something else.
Yeah.
And Jin Liang's like, fuck that.
He says, I'm a big boy.
I'm a big boy. So he gets up, he gathers up his sword, and he stomps on over the doors, and he just waits. And then, of course,
he stances up and just waits.
He stances up, and then, of course, Han Guangjun must pop off.
He is popping off.
Unfortunately, he comes, and he starts to cook.
He fucking cooking.
It's like a 5-course meal.
It rolls.
He just hits that blong, and Jin Liang does not have a chance to do anything.
Yeah, he's like, I'm still a big boy.
I'm not skilled.
I'm not skilled in nothing. I'm not skilled. And then we hear, is this where we hear some tippy taps?
Yep, it's a few tippy taps.
Yeah, and then my next note is just she with a bunch of exclamation points, so I know what the fuck is happening here.
Wongi doesn't know what's going on, though, and so he directs some wongs towards it to no avail.
Yeah. He uses the force to make Bitchen try to chase her, but it turns out to be a cringe strategy because, as it happens, she's a ghost. Because Bitchen goes to, like, you know, follow her and stab her, I guess, because that's what you do to a little girl child.
Yeah.
But it doesn't do anything. It just dissipates through her because she ghosts.
You can't do it.
You can't. Zombie ghosts leave this place.
Zombie ghosts leave this place.
And Jin Liang, bless his heart, is still thinking he's gonna fight all the zombies.
He wants to so bad. He wants to prove it. But unfortunately, there are really no zombies to fight.
Yeah, not after Hongguang.
Except for one.
Except for one. And it's a very hot zombie man who just...
Here come Big Dead Handsome.
Here come Big Dead Handsome. Big Dead Handsome comes up and he has sword. Parentheses, it's Songlan.
He's vibing with it. And you can tell that he's an important character because he's, like, dressed like a cultivator.
He's dressed like an actual character. He has a unique color scheme, and that's how you know he's an actual
Exactly.
character.
He's in these beautiful robes. He's got this he has the extra long hair, and you know, only the protagonists seem to have the extra long hair.
He's wearing...
Everybody else gets a bun.
Yeah. He's wearing the tuxedo of cultivator robes.
Yeah, he's wearing, he's in his fucking vicar suit.
And, this fucking man went to Indochino. But,
this man went to Indochino!
but
2 suits for under $700. He found him through Legal Eagle.
He did. He is Legal. But like, y'all ever seen a hot zombie wield a sword like a pro?
Man, I haven't, but I wish I would.
It's pretty fucking good. It's pretty good to see.
I think we like to see him.
We also like to see Wei Wuxian melee fighting with his flute again.
Yeah, sometimes it's actually, I would say it's actually pretty poggers to play with dolls.
It's pretty poggers to play with dolls.
Because he does melee fight with his flute first, and then he decides what he needs to do to vanquish this man is attack him with dolls.
Yeah, he looks at this hot zombie with a sword attacking him, and he says, you've been brain poisoned the way a genius might. And then I say, okay, this is epic, because he plays his flute and he uses these little paper dolls that are nearby. They're like paper mache.
You say little,
dolls.
but they're like life-size.
They are life-size. They're the size.
Really good.
Yeah, they're the size of little baby children.
Yeah.
And
which, that's an interesting connotation to think about.
They look like JoJo babies.
Here's my doll children.
My doll children. Here are my real dolls.
Oh, no!
God. But he uses them to attack Mr. Zombie Man. They really do look like the way babies look in JoJo.
Yeah, he does fuck someone a little bit.
They incapacitate him, they knock him down on the ground. They
find some skull piercers in his neck.
Yeah.
Just the most metal name possible for those things.
It rules. And then, Songlan opens his mouth, and you can see the, stub of his tongue kind of flipping around.
That nice little stump. He's just...
It's so gross. And Jin Liang, because he's I'm a genium, he's like, he looks at it and he notices Zombie ain't got no tonguey.
Why'd he cut his tongue out?
Where's his tongue at?
Where's his tongue?
Where's his tongue? Quote. And that's how we find out that it's Songlan. And he also has the frost mark on his neck, I think?
It's kind of where Lon Wangji's
is that where it is?
Scar thing is almost. It's like on his breast.
Yeah, on his titty.
It's on his diddy.
Diddy.
Speaking of diddy, Wei Wuxian gets this it's like a rollback. He just gets this random flash of titty and somebody smirking.
Yeah, that's in a second, because he finds the frost mark, and then this is where me and you, when we were watching it together, pointed at the screen and went, sus. Because the screen goes over to quote-unquote Xiao Xingchen, and he's doing an evil smirk.
Mm-hmm.
And Wei Wuxian is like, I want to know who made that damn skull piercer. I'm not as curious about who this man is or why he's here. I want to know about these funny nails. And then that's when we get the flashback titties.
Yeah, because fucking... They see the frost and they're like, well, Xiao Xingchen is the only one who can do that, so why would he murk his friend?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking sus.
And Wei Wuxian's like, I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I want to know what the fuck's going on with these skull piercers.
Yeah.
And then we look over at Xiao Xingchen and we see a little glimpse of those little teeths. And you know you're in trouble.
Uh-huh.
You're in trouble with the teeths.
You know what time it is, Ray. Sheyong Amogus.
Sheyong Amogus?
Sheyong Amogus.
Oh no. Sheyong Imposter.
Sheyong Amogus is like...
The Amogus is the imposter!
The imposter! Sheyong Amogus is like the evil flip side of Dagapog. You love Dagapog. We love Dagapog.
Sus.
Sheyong Sus.
Sheyong Sus. I'm
Sheyong
sorry to
sus.
say it.
Dagapog is good because if anybody deserves to pog, it's Daga.
That's
we love
true.
to see Daga. We love to see him pog. He deserves to pog. Sheyong Sus Amogus gives me the power to kill.
Yeah, it just kind of instills this evil energy within me.
Yeah, and the titties don't help.
The titties just make me mad.
We should define what the fuck these flashback titties are.
I
haven't even said... We just said there's a flashback and his boobs are there.
There's just a flashback and his boobs are there. What else do you need to say?
There's like, who even is in this flashback other than him and his boobs? It's like, I can't tell whether it's supposed to be Wending or Songlon, but one of the zombies is in there.
I think it's Songlon.
I think
maybe.
it's him.
Or, well, it'd be more fun if it was Wending.
Either one
really
is,
didn't
yeah.
know.
I can't tell because he's very small and the lighting is bad because it's this show.
He's
But
just whittle.
He's just a whittle. But then, like, we just see this fucking titties out, deep V-cut chest walk up doing an evil fang smirk.
No underrobe.
No underrobe.
Too poor and too slutty for an underrobe.
And he just says, I'm evil. And that's the entire
evil.
flashback. I'm evil.
And then Wei Wuxian's like, well, I must have gotten those vibes here for some reason.
Yep. And then 2 Chainz is here.
2 Chainz, and Wei Wuxian's like, hey, man!
Hey!
You wanna bring this party outside?
Yeah. So Wending comes in, he's jangling his chains, and he starts fighting with is he fighting with, I didn't write it down because I'm a genius. He's fighting with somebody, whatever. He takes over. Yeah, is that what he's fighting?
Yeah, yeah. Him and
I couldn't remember if he was still incapacitated.
No, because Songlon, like, something makes him, like, break through and get back up, and I can't remember because I'm really bad at recapping TV shows.
It's him getting mad at the titty flashback. He could sense it.
Yeah,
he also had the titty flashback.
He knew.
He said, God damn it. And then Jin Leon gets knocked out again.
Yep, Jin Leon KO count 3.
He gets KO'd, and they, like, put him in a corner, and then it's time for evil twink negotiations.
It's time for evil twink negotiations, so...
And you know it's evil because there's an evil metal guitar riff.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very good. So, how is his identity revealed again?
They just know who each other are.
They
geniuses.
just kind of drop the pretenses.
Yeah, my note here was just, let's go.
And he rips the blindfold off, and he's like, hey, bitch!
Yeah, he does a little smirky, and then he goes, hey, how's it going? I'm evil, grapefruit.
Grapefruit. So we do get grapefruit in this episode. We do. I checked the fucking commercial. It's the fucking grapefruit. Grapefruit.
Spiritually grapefruit.
It's like a grapefruit milk drink.
Yeah, what the hell? Why did they have to do grapefruit? Of all of the things, they have no idea that this podcast network exists. Maybe
they do, and they do it just to please us because we're God's own Modao Sushi podcast.
God's own Modao Sushi podcast. They took our recommendation to listen to Kyle XY, and they listened to it, and they said, "I know what would be a funny reference. This is what the reference. Grapefruit.
We can make money and have a good time with our Cloud Recesses pod friends at the same time. Bring those pod and bros in there. Come on." We're one big happy family in the Modao fandom.
They said we're gonna give them this, and then we're gonna give them Meng Yao saying Gagu.
Yeah, Meng Yao do say Gagu.
He said Gagu. We can't get to him saying Gagu. We have to save the Gagu moment for when it actually happens.
Listen, the people must know that he said Gagu.
They do deserve to know that he does say Gagu. But we're not at him saying Gagu yet. First Chaeyoung has to say Gagu.
Yeah, Chaeyoung says Gagu.
But yeah, first he says grapefruit.
Grapefruit,
and
grapefruit.
This show is incomprehensible.
So, like, Wing is like, wow, you're such a freaking rapscallion. You're so dastardly.
Yeah, he
you're
calls
so
him a
cute.
rascal.
That is really a bold translation choice. Like,
Yeah.
So he calls him a rascal the first time, and Shi-young is like, yeah, well, I've got this very well-known friend who's a magnificent actor.
Yeah, he's like, my friend is even more sus than I am.
I'm not trying to name drop, but honestly, you could get so much more evil than me.
Yeah, he says it's laughable. We get like a shot of Wongi flying and he has little boys in tow.
Oh, he's got boys in tow, all right.
Yeah, and at some point he lands and he starts like spying on them from behind.
Secret Wongi things.
Like a fence. Yeah, secret Wongi things. Wei-ying, so that they have their table that Wei-ying summoned and they're sitting down at it and Wei-ying does a big flippy of him robes.
Because he's a messy bitch who lives for drama.
Yeah, and Shi-young also, this is the same shit as in the novel. Wei Wuxian. Yeah. It's Spider-Man pointing at himself.
They're being very, very true to the novel so far. I will say. They're just like pointing at each other, and Shi-young is like, Shi-young does a little blackmail thing. He's like, once again, that scamp, that rascal, threatening to use children for demonic experimentation.
Yeah, and Wei Wuxian huffs and says, it's laughable that you would think I care about little boys.
God! He just has to get down onto his level for a minute.
Yeah.
It gives him a migraine headache.
It gives him a migraine headache. A migrained headache.
Sinking down ear level. We'll just keep on thinking it's my fault.
The worst voice you've ever heard.
To dementia.
Sometimes Dave Mustaine's voice in that song just like haunts my subconscious.
He does some funny voices. He's definitely doing voices all of the time.
He's just a funny little guy who does a voice.
And that's why we can discredit everything else there is about him.
He's the worst man in the world, and he does a funny little voice.
He's the worst man with the worst voice. It's very funny. Our friend Dave. Do you remember?
This man probably took ivermectin.
God! Oh no, don't make me Google Dave Mustaine ivermectin. I have to. Dave Mustaine.
Sweating bullets.
Dave Mustaine ivermectin. Oh, I don't like that Oh, that's bad. He has cancer.
Again?
Well, again. I guess.
He's had cancer like 97 different times.
Oh, this is from 2 years ago.
Oh, so he's probably over it by now. I think that's the cancer that he got over.
Must include ivermectin.
I'm sorry, I'm just really I'm thanking my lucky stars that this fucking dude hasn't shown up on the Joe Rogan Experience yet. That's the one thing that I've been expecting him to do for the past 3 years that he just, I guess, has not been able to bring himself to do.
God.
Maybe Joe Rogan is too stupid even for him.
God. Has he been on Joe Rogan though? Maybe he has and we don't know. I gotta find out. I couldn't find. Okay, so I guess he hasn't been on there. There have been some people calling for him to guest on there, guest request. But I found an article, and I'm trying to find where the actual, preview text came from. What the fuck? Why can't I find the actual text here? Next article, Joe Rogan reveals how, quote-unquote, fucking maniac Maynard James ... And I can't find the actual rest of this.
Fucking maniac? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking about?
Joe Rogan, okay, what the hell? Joe Rogan reveals how quote-unquote fucking maniac Maynard James Keenan got him sick.
What? What the fuck?
What the hell?
Sick with what?
I think he gave me the flu, that fuck. He told me he just got over the flu. I'm like, ooh, you shithead.
Wow.
This picture.
Oh, so this man's concerned about spreading diseases now?
Hold on, I gotta show you this picture. I'm gonna put it in the recording chat. Oh my, this picture is very good. I'm sorry to everybody who doesn't think this kind of thing is hilarious, but this picture is very good, and I'll make it the episode art on whatever. It's That's how I would also look if I was in the same room as Joe Rogan.
I agree. Just completely... Just like one corner of your mouth slightly tilted up.
The hi, I'm in Delaware of selfies with other people.
We're in Delaware.
God. What the fuck were we talking about? Dave Mustaine funny voice.
We were sweating bullets.
We were sweating We were sweating bullets, as a matter of fact. We're sweating bullets.
Sweating bullets!
What a horrible man. Anyway, Jesus fucking Christ. So, Wei Wuxian and quote-unquote Xiao Xingchen, who we know now is actually Shi Yang.
There he is. It's been big revealed.
Yeah, and he also knows that quote-unquote Mo Xuanyu is actually Wei Wuxian.
Yeah.
They're doing twink negotiations. They're being evil.
He's trying to blackmail, but Wei Wuxian's like, you think I give a fuck about these kids?
Yeah, well, so Shi Yang puts this little baggie on the table, and it's gross, it's, like, moving around, it's nasty, and, he says, let's make a deal, and Wei Wuxian says it's laughable, and,
he says, I need a flavor.
Can do me a flavor. Shi Yang is like, help me out with this, or your little friends, the little boys, are all going to die.
And Wei Wuxian looks at it and he goes, are you stuck on stupid, sir? You should know better than anybody that somebody who does not want to come back to life is not going to be brought back to life. There is nothing I can do for you. Good day, sir.
It's laughable. He clocks Shi Yang for trying to restore a soul over and over again. He's like, there are vibes that you have been trying this all over the place. Hilarious. And
yeah, I'm personally, like, laughing at you right now.
Personally, I'm laughing at you. You can be evil. You can be as evil as you want to be, but this is laughable. I'm laughing. There's, like, a shot of a bunch of ants or something eating a dead spider. It's gross.
Shi Yang was like, fine, fuck you then!
Fuck you then! Let your little boys die from mummy dust.
So, is this when this is when Wongi blows in, right?
Almost. First, Wei Wuxian, like, he does his trick of, oh, I don't care about little boys, and then he says, how about instead of that, you tell me about this large dead friend who's cut into pieces that we made.
Yeah, let me know what's going on with this man.
Yeah, tell me about this man. And Shi Yang says, nope, and he comes at him with a sword. He's trying to, he would rather kill him than say anything about this large dead man.
He simply refuses.
And then this is where Wongi comes in and he disrupts. And, when the dust clears, Shi Yang is lying completely dead on the pavement.
Absolutely. Fucking this man, and he says, you just went through 300 corpses by yourself? This man went through 300 corpses, and Wei Wuxian, he lands, and Wei Wuxian goes, yeah, John.
I was gonna say.
You should have come sooner. Like, what the He literally says, yeah. Like,
yeah, he says it exactly the same way as Uncle Roger. It sounds exactly the same.
Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. Please be saying Fuyo next time.
So Shi Yang gets up and he fucks off with Songlan, and, like, Wenning goes after them. And Wongi's like, it's okay, he'll be back. He has to do a wardrobe change so he looks like his character poster.
And then we get an ad. Yeah. We did not get a translation for the ad. There are Chinese subtitles, but it is like a grapefruit milk drink.
Grapefruit!
I want to ask Lon John how that trick worked for him. Not well, I think.
God.
Especially not around Wei Ying.
Christ.
Don't we love it?
Wei Wuxian, grapefruit. Wei Wuxian says he's trying to get something out of me. He'll be back. But then it's kanji time.
It's kanji time. So they sneak into this home.
Yeah.
That's got a very nice high threshold.
Uh-huh.
And the kids almost trip over it, and they make sure to bring attention to the high threshold so we can remember for later.
So Wongi brought the little boys with him. So the Lon boys are there, and also our little friend Ouyang Zizhen is here.
Ouyang Zizhen is here!
He has a cute little bolero! And he's very soft-spoken. He's very cute and good.
He's really sweet. And Jingy is like,
he trips over the threshold.
She is forever in the wrong fucking line of work. Because once he realizes this is a coffin house, he gets so scared.
Yeah, this is the only house that doesn't have, has actual signs of, like, not being completely abandoned.
Yeah. So Wangji finds some rice for Wei Wuxian, and they start cooking together.
Well, first, Jingy trips over the threshold, and then he kicks it. He gets mad at it. But then it's time for a cooking date.
They're just sitting there so content with each other, having a nice time, and the kids are watching them like, this is not what I expected at all.
Yeah, Ouyang Zijin is like, that's not what I thought Han Guangjun would be like. That's not what I thought Han Guangjun would be like.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No,
they work very well together.
Yeah, they're just cooking. They're just being domestic.
And chilling and being good boys.
They're doing the they're doing the curry cooking mini game in Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
and they cut out. Unfortunately, they did cut out a lot of Wei Wuxian teacher moments in this whole section, but Jingy is funny comedy as always, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, we got a little bit of funny comedy, Jingy.
Wei Wuxian does a little nose wiggle when he sniffs the spicy food. It's really cute.
It really puts a pep in his step.
Your little shake, that was cute.
I just kind of thought of him doing that. I was like, ooh,
he likes it. It's
Piscy. A little wiggle, nice and Piscy.
Yeah, and all the little boys are like, Jesus fucking Christ, that's Piscy.
Yeah, so Jin Liang is the first to get it because he's passed out, and he's going to complain the least because he's passed out.
Wangi... Well, first, so Jingy starts, like, trying to sneak out, and Wei Wuxian sees it, and he goes, Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Why are you running?
Why are you running? And then Lan Wangji takes a chance to be Jin Liang's dad.
Yeah!
And he pours a little bit of the nasty spicy kanji into his mouth, and it wakes him up, and he turns funny comedy red.
Yeah, Jin Liang's face immediately just spouts some red.
Yeah.
It's like, you trying to poison me, bro!
And him getting force-fed is like when we give Fat Boy a punitive hug.
Yeah!
He's kicking and screaming.
And so the other kids are looking over at it like, and all Lan Wangji has to do is look at him and go, finish it.
Finish it.
And they're like, yes, sir!
And then it, like, jump cuts to them being done eating, and Ouyang Zijin is just dead. They killed this boy.
Is dead.
He's dead.
Fucking, Jingy is dying. Lan Sishui is having some trouble, and Wei Wuxian is like, so Sishui is having some trouble first.
And then he says, it's kind of familiar, and Wangi does eyes emoji.
He gets just normal very quickly.
Yeah.
He does eyes emoji. And, the fucking, wait, what was
it? Somebody says something about, Han Guangju never eats spicy food.
No, because Wei Wuxian is like, y'all are from Gusu, shouldn't you eat better? Like, Han Guangju is so good at eating spicy food, and the kids are like,
the hell are you talking about?
Doesn't eat spicy food. They done exposed him. They dragged him for being a poser and trying to show off in front of his boyfriend. Got his ass. And then so we hear more tapping and it's aching at the doors.
Hold on, because they do that and then Wei Wuxian, like, he's still force-feeding Jin Liang, but then he finishes and he squishes his face and Jin Liang is still screaming and complaining about it and Wangi does the silencing spell on him.
He's just tired of this shit.
He's tired of this little boy. And then we hear a ghost voice say Daozhang. And there's a very brief little apparition of two people, and one of them is a little girl.
Yeah.
Sitting at the table behind them.
I think before that there was tapping.
There might have been tapping.
There was tapping, and it it activated the seal on the door.
There's a big thud.
This bitch is shaking the doors, going, "Let me in!
Let me in!"
So she's tapping, and then they see this little thing. It's almost like it almost seemed to me like it was her, like, "Hey, look, this is me.
Yeah,
okay,
hey,
let me in. Like, here's my ID card."
She's scanning her ID card.
She's scanning her ID card, and then more tippy taps, more tippy taps, and then she ends up. Or no, she doesn't.
No,
because
there's
they have
like
to
a big
peek through it first.
Yeah, there's a big thud at the fire at the door with some magic sigils. And Wei Wuxian with his idiot Bnui teeth he just pops up out of the bottom of the screen and, like, looks through the hole in the door, and he loves it.
He goes, ooh!
Ooh, yeah, and he's like, hey, come check this the fuck out, and then the boys come up and they all get jump scared, and Wei Wuxian...
she's punishing you kids for being pussy willows. That's basically what Wei Wuxian says. Once all of them have gone through it. Like, so Jin Liang, obviously, the machismo shows through, and he has to go first. And he gets his shit rocked.
Yeah, and Wei Wuxian says he likes it.
Wei Wuxian says he likes it. And then Jing Yi goes and does it. He gets his shit rocked. Wei Wuxian also enjoys.
Jin Liang and Jing Yi do a scared hug, and then they no homo about it.
That's right.
It's cute. It's very 14-year-old boys of them.
And then Sishui does it, and he's
the genius about it.
He's a little bit more resolute. He takes a nice deep breath, and then he goes and he sees little Gwirl. He sees little Gwirl.
I forget who it is that's... It might have been Jin Liang. There's a big white eye that appears at the window, or in the hole in the door. And then Wei Wuxian decides that it's time for teaching moments. He says, "You are privileged to learn from me. This fucking idiot who none of you knew existed until a month ago, except for Jin Liang." And
then, I mean, Ouyang Zhishan checked too, and they were like, Wei Wuxian was like, "What did y'all see?" They were like, "Oh, this scary girl with white eyes." And Ouyang Zhishan was the only one who was like, "Yeah, she was kind of pretty. You know, if she cleans up a little bit, maybe takes a shower, plucks her eyebrows, she'd be super, super cute."
He says she's Ghost GF material, and Wei Wuxian laughs. He has a laugh of it.
Wei Wuxian's like, "Oh, you're such a sweet boy. You're gonna be a romantic when you grow up. Look at you."
Gagu. And then the talisman falls off the door.
And Miss Thing busts on through.
She Kool-Aid Man's the fuck in, and she's super distressed, but she can't talk. Because she also got no tongue.
Yeah, she got no tongue. She goes, ah, 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 ah. She goes over to the coffin, she goes, ah, ah. And Wei Wuxian's like, "Oh, she wants us to open the coffin." And Wang Yi, of course, takes the initiative.
Yeah, he says, "I'll do it. I got this."
He apologizes, and then he blasts the coffin open.
He says, "Lord, forgive me, but it's time to go back to the old me." And then he busts it open, and what could possibly be inside but the real Xiao Xingchen? And he's got bandages on his neck.
Not really ever a good sign.
No. I mean, well... Listen to our Patreon-only podcast, Bless Up, and you'll see when it could be a good thing, but,
I mean, okay, technically that also is a bad thing.
I don't know! I don't know these things, right? I really don't.
Oh, apparently it's...
Oh, okay.
Sorry, no spoilers!
You're good. Anyway.
I still have no idea how that works. I'm excited to find out.
We love it. But yeah, it's the real Xiao Xingchen. You hate to see it. He's dead.
He's quite dead, actually.
He's very fucking dead.
And so, I mean, Ah-Ching is just there, and she honestly seemed to... Fuck. She seemed to have just busted in to be like, "Hey, check it out, dude out there is not real. Check this out. Hey, take a peek.
He faking.
Hello.
This is the real one.
Hello.
Hello. And then we go into flashback mode. It's 11 years ago.
We get my girl Ah-Ching just kind of tapping down the road.
Tappity-tapping.
Looking just perfectly blind as can be. And then we see this one thing where she, like, closes her eye and, like, looks over at somebody. She's like, "Ooh.
This guy got some money.
I'm eating tonight."
And she does the old bump and yoink.
She does the bump and yoink.
Of a man who turns out to be Mr. Xiao Xingchen.
Mr. Xiao Xingchen. Just as blind as she is.
Uh-huh. And he's like, "Hey, watch where you're going.
You're right there, honey.
Yeah. You're right there, honey.
And then he smells blood or something because he's a dog. And there we see a nice old tore up Sheyong on the side of the road.
You can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
You can put a fucked up guy anywhere. And that is actually...
You know what? I'm beginning to believe that they do know about Noisepace.xyz Podcast Network.
Because they know that you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
They know this. And then the drums from the March part of Tarkus play, and then the episode ends.
Hey, we like that.
We do like that.
But yeah, we're gonna get Big E City next episode.
Big E City. Next time it's episode 26, also known as
26.
Season 3, Episode 3, The Dream.
And I'm gonna say, Yi City this time around is definitely a good time.
It's more enjoyable.
It's a good time. It's more enjoyable. I mean, the pace is right, I think.
Yeah.
The Donghuan did a great job. Yeah. So we're excited about that.
The pacing is I can't snap my fingers, we know this, but...
Oh, yeah.
I
got you.
They just go. They're going.
And honestly, for Yi City, with all of the other things that they need to shove into this season, I am very grateful for that.
Yeah.
You know, not that I don't love and respect my folks who love Yi City, but...
I'm saluting, but there are other things that we need to spend a little bit of time on, just saying.
Yep, sorry about it. But yeah, that's the episode.
Yeah, so next time we're going to watch episode 26, season 3, episode 3. It's called The Dream.
The Dweem.
The Dweem. Why don't we take a peek at some Google Translate Essence collection?
You know, I think that's the move.
I think it's the move.
I think that'd be the move.
Are you ready to make some more friends translated from our Japanese website quiz?
I would love to find some more friends.
So, our first friend, this is our result for if we're diagnosed best friends with future sect leader himbo, Lan Jingyi.
Oh, wonderful.
The star of this episode, when you think about
That's
it, really.
true. A cheerful and strong sense of justice. With your straightforward personality, you can build a relationship of trust and become a good friend. I love that!
Yeah.
What a delightful little boy!
He is a delightful little boy.
He's such a delight.
He's such a star this season. We haven't even really talked about it. I don't remember his voice being this good in the first 2 seasons, but he's got such a goofy little voice. He's so cute.
They really pumped the goof up a little bit, I think.
We love him. They really turned the goof dial up.
They got him
So
in this
high.
one. They really got him.
I know, it's so good. I love him. What a good boy.
He's so sweet. I would definitely be satisfied with being the friend of the him.
Yes! I experience happiness when I see a him.
Yeah.
Speaking of good little boys, our next result, of course, coming right after Jingyi, because do not separate.
Do not separate.
It's Lan Sishui.
Lan Sishui, really?
Yeah.
Right. Shioi is calm and a little mature. Let's spend a calm time with you who are similar.
Let's!
Okay.
Shioi.
Shioi.
That's his name now.
You know, I'm not gonna argue with that. It's kind of cute.
It's cute. I like it.
I'm fucking with it.
Our last result, who, one of our friends, another very good little baby boy.
Yes.
Our very own little birthday boy, winning.
It's the little birthday boy!
He's a little birthday boy.
Is it his birthday?
No. It's nowhere near his
He's just
birthday.
consistently a birthday boy.
Yeah, he's just a little birthday boy. He's also an Aries like you, somehow.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
Every time I think about, it's Aries season, or just whenever we have another Aries on the podcast when you're here, I try to reconcile that with him being an Aries, and I try to imagine him doing Aries shit.
Listen, I think his biggest roadblock into becoming the Aries that I think he truly is inside is crippling anxiety.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he got him some fucking Lexapro or something, let him know.
Get this boy some Lexapro.
Get this bro some Pfizer. Not Pfizer, Jesus Christ. That's not the name of the thing. Paxil?
Paxil.
Yeah.
Mr. Lexapro boy.
Mr. Lexapro boy, and then he can truly shine.
A little Lexapro birthday boy.
I think that's what's really stopping him. He just needs help with his anxiety. And then once the anxiety is gone, he can be as boisterous and abrasive and annoying as the rest of us.
If Daga can get fantasy Lamictal for his fantasy bipolar,
God!
Winning can get some fantasy Lexapro for his fantasy anxiety.
Fantasy GAD. My fantasy GAD.
My beautiful dark twisted GAD. This is his result anyway.
The little birthday boy?
Little birthday boy.
Alright, little birthday boy, what we got?
It's good.
Excellent and curious, but a little timid and warm. By talking to each other, we can deepen mutual understanding and become friends who can overcome anything.
Anything!
That's very sweet.
Excellent and curious.
Excellent and curious.
I love just the flat value judgment of excellent. This boy, he's excellent.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really argue with that.
Yeah. It's like last time when it said that Hwai-sung, also known as Morris Alba, is good at the world.
Morris Alba?
Morris Alba, he's good at the world.
He is good at the world. I mean, what else are you going to say about it?
What do you want from me?
Like, literally, what do you want from me, bro?
That's simply
He's good at the world.
How it the fuck is. Let's go to questions.
Okay, let's hit up some questions.
We like to go to questions. Folks, if you have questions, You can send them to us, the podcast. You can send them on Twitter at Cloud Recess Pod, just one recess, or you can send them on Tumblr to cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com. Let's take a look at our questions. So we don't have any questions from Twitter this week, but we do have a bunch on Tumblr.
Absolutely.
So let's go over to our Tumblr friends and see what they have to say.
All right, Sue. First question comes from an anonymous friend. They ask, man, I love crying over Xiaoxingchen, Qing, and Songlan.
Same.
Yeah, great to have another chance to do so. How do you feel about the change to having Wang Ji involved in the empathy, or how quickly they went through Yi City? Good and good.
I kind of want to come back to this question next time, because this is a little bit more about what happens on the next episode.
Yeah, let's. I will say, involving Lan Wangji in the empathy, just flat out the gate, I enjoy.
I enjoy.
Please involve him.
Yeah.
In more things.
Spoiler alert, I enjoy.
But yeah, let's circle back to this question next episode.
Keep them.
Next question is from another anonymous friend. They ask, hey, yo. Hello. I was wondering what character design, donghua, manhua, or audio drama cover was your favorite for the Yi City gang? Ooh. Sorry, it's Sheyong. I hate myself, but they did a really good job.
It's the titties.
They did a really good job, and now every single time I see him on screen, I have to batten my penis down with a log.
No, stay down, you gay penis.
Stay down, you gay penis. That's my answer. I mean, Qing is also very cute.
Yeah, I mean, well, which version of the him makes you the angriest? And you know what I mean by angriest. Which one made Pee-Pee
My
hurt?
Pee-Pee wants to say the DV. It's the DV for me.
It's the DV.
I will say, I mean, I like what Songlan and Xiaoxingchen looked like. They're beautiful.
They're gorgeous.
They just looked exactly like I was expecting them to.
Oh, yeah. There's only one way you can represent either of them, and it's... Listen. Why fuck with perfection?
Like, absolutely. I mean, I will say Songlan, beautiful. Especially as Fierce Corpse. That's probably my second favorite design is Songlan.
I have said, listen, I'll say it as many times as I need to say it.
Sexy cop.
I'm a bottom, so...
Sexy
That's
cop.
all I got for you.
Sexy cop. Sexy cop. The screen did lock.
Oops.
I did. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
God, the titties, though. They need to give more characters their titties out.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, just
For
in general, over the donghua, manhua, and audio drama cover, it is donghua Sheyong for me. I will say, the manhua, they're all beautiful.
They're all gorgeous.
They're very, very consistent.
So gorgeous.
The audio drama Songlan and Xiaoxingchen are beautiful.
Bro.
Holy shit. Okay, so then there's next thing. Okay.
Next thing.
Okay. The Tumblr user, I quit this when asks, what? I have a Tumblr? It's Tracy Ray.
Hey,
Tracy Ray. All right, so they say, on a recent episode, you vividly captured one of Sheyong's core character traits, evil, by describing how he would trick Xiaoxingchen into wearing juice. What are some other equally heinous but non-destructive crimes Sheyong might inflict on our more naive characters if he lived with them?
You know this bitch is pulling off the circle game all the time.
Yeah, it's the circle game to me. It's replacing consumable household items with less consumable household items. Ugh. Like putting like toothpaste in something instead of something. This
YouTube prank channel ass bitch.
It really would just be stupid YouTube pranks.
Sheyong get YouTube prank channel, I think.
Sheyong get YouTube prank channel, and they're those pranks that, like, he thinks they're not going to be that destructive, but they end up causing, like, thousands of dollars in property damage.
He definitely gets arrested for at least one of them.
Oh, absolutely!
I know you said less destructive or whatever, but this is Sheyong. Like, come on. I mean, we live in a society.
What is it? Prison industrial complex. So
we do.
You can get sent to jail for quite non-destructive things.
That's true.
However, if anybody was going to get sent to jail for anything, Seo Young would not be getting sent to jail over non-destructive things, unless it was in this situation. Yeah. God, the jutes.
Yeah, they look really good, Dao Zhang.
He would be the one who would just see how much he can get away with encouraging his friends to wear the ugliest shit possible just to directly sabotage,
God.
you know.
They can't see.
Exactly.
I hate this bitch so much.
Literally
Like,
all
my
of them.
pee-pee hurt, but I hate him.
Hey, yeah, oh yeah, you poured that waffle mix in that waffle maker. Great, Dao Zhang. Yeah, it's not on the table at all.
God.
Yeah, it's not on the counter. You're fine. Yep, you're fine. You're fine.
Kick his ass. I'm evil.
I'm evil.
I'm
What do you mean I have to
evil.
clean it up? But what do you mean? You should clean it up. You're the one who made it. What do you mean you can't see?
God. God, he would do that shit. Oh, I'm gonna give him a fucking swirly.
Yeah, it really makes me evil.
Purple nurple this bitch. And it's so easy, his titties are right out.
Exactly. You just reach in 2 inches, grab that nipple.
Wait.
All right. Next question is from another anonymous friend. They ask, as someone who has only found your podcast a few days ago, please don't feel bad about taking a break because I am trying to catch up. Didn't realize this wasn't a question.
That's okay.
Well, I was reading it.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.
We'll give you as much time as you need.
Yeah.
Next question from another anonymous pal. They ask, okay, I have an actual question this time. In the beginning of and throughout your Donghua podcasts, Wei Wuxian has always been that twink.
Yeah.
Do we still feel that way? Season 3, Donghua Wei Wuxian is on a very different vibration level than Untamed Wei Wuxian. Oh my god, he actually kicks ass instead of letting Lan Wangji kick ass for him. As an extended question, if Season 3 Donghua Wei Wuxian is still a twink, please explain why. Thank you for your thoughts and for making me cry of laughter at least twice per episode. Much love. Jubilee. Thank you, Jubilee. Short answer, yes, still that twink.
Yes, he's always that twink.
So here's the thing about twinks that I think a lot of people just need to keep in their hearts a little bit more. It doesn't matter how whittle you are. You can still kick a shitload of ass.
Yeah.
You can be like the tiniest, cutest, and he's not tiny. Like,
No.
okay, even Moshanyu is like,
More
like 5'10", like
normal
regular,
size? Yeah, like regular,
people size.
average sized. Regular
people
people size.
It's not about the size of you. Though, I mean, I guess with twinks it kind of does matter a little
Yeah,
bit. It's
yeah.
about the spirit of you. And in his spirit, he is still absolutely that twink.
The things that you need in order to be a twink,
Mhm.
and people forget this. The things you need in order to be a twink are slim, trim, hairless. 99% of the time, you gotta be a bottom.
Yeah?
And at the end of the day, what is he? He's slim. He's definitely not drawn with any hair.
None of them are, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. You know he's a bottom. We know this. It's canon.
So his energy, I will agree. He has grown more comfortable in his new body. And I'll say it. Original Wei Wuxian, not a twink. He was not a twink.
Twunk.
He was a twunk. He was probably, if he had gotten any older, he probably would have been pushing otter. So, I will say,
Pushing otter.
yes. Kind of otter adjacent.
Twunk otter cusp.
So I will say, for my purposes and the type of content that I like to consume, I like it.
We will not specify the it.
It's the it to me.
It's the it.
The great thing about him, he still looks frail, but he's gotten comfortable enough in his body now where he's like able to just pop off like this.
He is, yeah.
And it doesn't change, in my opinion, it doesn't change his core twinkness at all.
Yeah. Because the thing about being a twink always and forever historically has simply referred to a body type.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what you act like, it doesn't matter what your vibes are. If you be looking like a twink, you a twink. You are diagnosed twink.
You're a butt-kicking ass twink.
A butt-kicking ass
twink. If you kick some ass.
That's how it is.
That's wonderful.
And we respect it. And that's how it is.
I just love that for him.
Yeah. And one final note. I can't say that I'm acquainted enough with Untamed Wei Wuxian to know quite the entire difference, between their vibes.
Yeah. And I mean, we are still working on commentary tracks. Please forgive. It's ADHD a lot. But I would, Untamed Wei Wuxian, I will say unequivocally that Untamed Wei Wuxian has far different vibes from Donghuo Wei Wuxian, or even like just straight out Wei Wuxian, and that has been the cause of a lot of contention within the fandoms, and Lan Wangji's difference specifically has caused a lot of contention within the fandoms, especially with people with proclivities and preferences such as myself and Roy's. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't make the interpretations any less valid
in and of themselves.
Absolutely. But we'll just have to stick around and see how those characters in Untamed develop, because I haven't seen more than a few episodes of Untamed. I haven't gotten to dive into it quite yet.
Yeah.
Mostly for those reasons.
I'm the novel reading ass bitch. Sorry.
I'm the novel reading ass bitch, unfortunately. But thank you for the question. I'm glad we were able to make you cry with laughter.
Donka.
And our last question from Tumblr is from an anonymous friend once more. They ask, sorry if this has been asked before, but do you have any opinions on what anyone's jobs would be in a modern AU? All I care about is modern AU Wei Wuxian as a high school drama teacher.
God.
Okay, so Wei Wuxian is a high school drama teacher, but he does a white hat hacking on the side.
Here's my thing about modern AU Wei Wuxian. If you're going to portray him in character, right, you have to respect the fact that he's a genius.
Yes.
And that he's very talented in many things.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also, he's such a little free spirit little baby boy.
Yes.
And he has shown himself to be somebody who will drop what he's doing, to help somebody out.
Yes.
To do whatever he feels is the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like modern AU Wei Wuxian, if he is going to be portrayed with those traits that make him the Grimbling that we know and love, he's the type of bitch who has, like, every job at some point. He's just done all kinds of weird, random shit.
He has so many side hustles. He probably has also, since he's genius, he probably has, like, 6 different master's degrees.
Oh, yeah.
He just, like, he goes to school for a year and gets a master's degree because he's just just insultingly intelligent.
Oh, yeah. This dude has, like, an electrical engineering degree, and then he's also certified in crystal healing. He's co-run, like, an alpaca farm commune. He's been in, like, several bands.
And he's also a medical doctor.
Yeah. He has done everything.
An astrophysicist.
You know how Barbie has every job?
It's just Wei Wuxian in real life.
He's a Barbie. He has the same waist to hip ratio.
That's true.
Slim waist, ass fat.
That's right. And then he does all of this stuff like part-time freelance.
Yeah,
and then he's a high school drama teacher because he likes kids.
He's a fencer. He definitely he goes to fencing classes.
He's like a triple black belt.
Yeah, he's a certified pilot.
He's a black belt in Aikido, Jiu-Jitsu, Tai Chi, Taekwondo, Shaolin Kempo.
He operated a Muppet. He
fought in MMA for a spell.
He's, like, when you go to, like, any celebrity's Wikipedia page and you see that they have a really long list of, like, other activities, his entire page is other activities. He's done every job. He's done everything.
He was in a movie once.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
He conducted an orchestra.
And Zhang Chung is just Zhangcheng,
He got a degree in what his parents told him to get a degree in. He's working that job. He hates it, but he's never going to tell anybody because he's never even going to tell himself that he hates it.
And he makes $3 million a year, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, get his boat shoe wearing ass.
Lan Wangji, I think...
Wangji.
He would probably be a doctor or something.
He could be...
No! Wangji is a travel nurse. He goes wherever the trouble is.
Mr. Doctors Without Borders.
Mr. Doctors Without Borders. He's a travel nurse. He makes like $900,000 a year.
Oh my god. I could see him being a teacher.
I could see him being a teacher, but I also now am kind of attached to the idea of him being a nurse.
It's cute. We like it. We like it. We like Wongi.
Especially since a lot of the time, like, especially the travel nurses are more highly respected than the doctors and shit.
I'm just thinking about
that'd
Wongi.
be... That actually, I think that fits Wongi really well as being a teacher or a professor or something, because he'd make a really good professor.
I'm just thinking about Wongi.
I love Wongi.
I like to think about Wongi.
I like a single man.
We like one man. What more do you need?
One individual man.
Just a Wongi. Simply a Wongi. Are those all our questions?
I think those are all our questions, yeah.
Then, why don't we clean up house? Bit of a short episode today, but
just a little shorty.
Just a little baby one.
It's a nice little snack.
Just a little snack of an episode.
Well, I mean, it's still, an hour long compared to our usual 3-hour stints. Yes, just a little bit shorter, but...
Hoo-hoo. But yeah. That's our episode on this day. We have a Patreon.
We do have a Patreon. If you would like to throw some treats into our mouths, we will catch them. We'll catch them, and then we'll throw treats right back into your mouth. Yep. They won't be the same treats, because that would be unsanitary.
Right, yeah. No, we wouldn't do that. That's gross.
We got some shit up there on our Patreon. We've got a podcast about Scum Villain. We got a podcast about Heaven Official's Blessing. We got commentary stuff where we watch The Untamed and do a little Mystery Science Theater 3000 on it. Not guaranteeing that we're as funny as those dudes, but, it'd just be like that.
It'd be like that. Patreon.com/podrecesses. If you give us $1, $5, or $10 every month, you can get some crap.
Yeah.
You can get access to all the bonus stuff. For $1 a month, you get access to all that stuff. You're a disciple. It's good. $1. $5, you can be a sec leader. That's your Discord role.
Yeah.
You get bonus content access. You get a little thank you shout out on the episodes. You get a Comrade NMJ mini print of your choice. We love that. Especially this season, now that we know how big he is.
Dude, he's huge.
He's so big.
What the fuck, man?
He's so big.
Fucking big.
He's so big.
Boy, he's so big.
He's so big.
Boy, he's
what
huge.
The fuck?
He's huge.
He's so big.
He's huge.
He's a head taller than Lan Shichen. He's so...
God. Thank you, God. Unga.
Anyway, $10 a month. Oh my god. You can be a chief cultivator of the show and the Discord. You get all that stuff. You get a Pod Recesses Wall of 3000 Takes poster. We love it.
We love it.
Let's say thank you to our sec leaders and our chief cultivators.
All right, so...
How about it?
To our $5 sec leaders, we thank you, we Case. To our $5 thank you.
Keese.
And Keese. To $5 sec leaders, Lena, Audrey F., Elvier, Name Redacted, Essie, Rust, Tracy Raby, SK, and 690 Textile King sec leader, Sarah.
We love it.
Thank you for supporting us. And thank you to $10 chief cultivators of the show, the Scout, the Colin, the Caroline, the J, the Jenna, the Rachel W, the Milk, and the Kirsten S.
We fucking love it.
We fucking love it. Also,
thank you so much.
Big shout out, Noisepace.xyz, the hoster of our podcast.
Big ol' thank you to sec leader Matt of the show.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Matt Ribeiro.
Matt Ribeiro.
Thank you, Matt of Noisepace Sect.
The Noisepace Sect.
The Noisepace Sect. Hey.
Yeah.
If you go to noisepace.xyz, if you go to that URL, there's some podcasts.
You'll find some treats.
That you can listen to. You can listen to Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks, perhaps.
Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks?
If you would like to hear about snacks. You can listen to Pot of Greed, which is about Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's very good. We've both guested on Pot of Greed.
You can listen to Fear Baiting, which is, if you want to see where some fucked up guys can be put,
Dude, you could put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Really can. You can listen to Fear Baiting. They're doing September right now.
Oh.
You can listen... You can listen to Kyle XY?
And understand why we've kept going grapefruit in this episode.
You can listen to...
Listen to Kyle XY. Go pay those potting bros a visit.
I'm gonna put in a little audio clip that Kyle XY, host of the show, Jordan, and previous guest of this show, sent me.
Hey guys, I'm being Don't want you downstairs. Grapefruit.
Please go listen to Kyle XY. It's so good.
It's like the most baffling, one of the most baffling young adult dramas of the mid-2000s.
It's so good.
It's brought into beautiful relief by our friends.
It's good.
Sammy and Jordan.
No other show has Tom Foss. Anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the one and only.
The one and only. But yeah, you can check out some podcasts. We love to do it. We love to check out podcasts.
We enjoy seeing it.
You can find me, Roy, which is my name, at _Benui_ on Twitter. You can also check me out on Yeeling Hypebeast, which is my Modow side blog.
All right.
I also have a creepypasta podcast on Noisepace called Nana Roy's Nightmare and Era.
Go watch that, please.
Go watch my podcast, where we're going to
What? Fuck.
where we're going
Listen to it.
Where I'm going to be doing another episode about Simpsons creepypasta in a minute. Pretty soon.
There's too much for just one episode.
There's entirely too damn much. Bears? Where can we find a bear?
You can primarily find me on Twitter. I'm there at America's Burden. Locked right now, as usual, because I like the privacy, but you can send or follow requests so long as you're over 18.
We like the it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because I'm 26. Just want to throw it out there. I'm 26 years old. Little Roy is 33.
I'm 33. The last time I was on this podcast, I was 32, but I'm 33 now.
And I don't... Listen, don't really know about y'all, but not really into spending a lot of social time with people over 10 years my junior on this website. Sorry to say it.
The thing about being 33 olds is that I'm almost 34. That's how math works. And half of 34 is 17, which is the oldest you can be as a minor. And thinking about the fact that I'm almost twice as old as the oldest child out there,
we don't like it.
We don't like it. I don't like to think about that. I don't like to confront my mortality, personally.
I just don't like thinking about the fact that there are, like,
I don't know why
young teenagers following me online. I'm over that shit, man.
I don't know why you, as a 15-year-old, would want to talk to my old ass.
Like, it's really not that interesting.
It's not that interesting.
You are a seriously wonderful and interesting and engaging human being, but you're also 33.
I'm also 33.
So?
They reached out and cupped my hand gently, or cupped my face gently in their hand.
Because you're wonderful.
But
anyway,
you're a homosexual.
Fucking call the cops!
You're gay. My gay?
My gay?
You're gay?
You're gay. Okay, well,
Anyway, if you want to find the Pod Recesses Cloud Recesses podcast, you can go to cloudrecessespod.tumblr.com. You can also go to twitter.com/cloudrecess. You get one.
You get one.
Just one Cloud Recess Pod. We are on podcast apps. We are on podcast websites. Please subscribe. Please give us a rating.
Please subscribe and please don't cry.
Please subscribe. Please don't cry. If you're over 18, you can join Discord. I tried to think of a rhyme for that, but I can't think of one. The link is in the description. As always, you can come there and talk about it with us. Mostly we just yell at really good fan art.
Yeah.
We also say horrible things like Michael Phelps being an Omega.
I mean, his body was naturally created for performance. What can I say?
Performance enhancing slick.
Performance enhancing slick.
I hate this. Worst place on earth.
I hate it.
If you feel like joining in on that type of shit, be our guest if you're a big kid. Anyway.
It's good.
We're at the end of the episode, so you know what we say? I
think that we say, Semper Bunny, baby.
We do say Semper Bunny. We say, you are all my nephews now. Grapefruit.
Grapefruit. Double husband song.
God. Ooh. God. Bye. Bye.
Kyle, we're here to scope out hot cultivators. You know, cultivators, hunks, guys with issues. Good Lord of the Rings, I'd like for him to find out how I died.